Back now for Forsyth County Connections, we welcome a good friend to the show. Kirsten is Children's Library Supervisor for the Forsyth County Central Library. Good to have you back.
Thank you for having me back. Always a pleasure.
You have, according to an email you sent me one day, you have an early literacy workshop coming up. So I want to know what that is and who's it for and when is it, and give me all the particulars.
Love to. So on Saturday, October 18th from 2 to 4, it's going to be at the Central Library. We're going to have a space for the children in the auditorium to be entertained while the parents actually come to the children's room and get a workshop from me and a couple of the other librarians to talk about what early literacy is. What does it mean? It sounds like this big mythical word.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It is. It sounds scary, but it's really not. It's the way we get children prepared and ready to read.
Okay.
So it's the steps we take, the milestones that we take to get them ready.
Give me a tip or something you would share with parents coming up at this event. What would be something you would want them to know in helping the child to get ready to read?
Well, first of all, I would tell them that they're already doing a lot of this stuff already at home. They just don't realize that it has a purpose. It's like when you're rocking your baby and you're singing a lullaby to your baby.
Okay.
It's creating sounds that lengthen out a word so that those individual sounds can be heard by the child. And those individual sounds will later turn into the individual sounds that create a word that they can then recognize as their vocabulary is built. And then that vocabulary leads to, well, I recognize this word, now I see this word written out.
Isn't that neat?
I can make the connection. So it's all connected. And again, it's stuff that parents are already doing with their child. They just don't realize it serves a purpose.
My dad used to use a lot of words, but we can't really go into that. Yeah, Jeff knows what I'm talking about with it. All right, now tell me about the principles and practices of early literacy.
So it goes back into what I was just talking about singing to your baby. So the principles are those milestones. It's things like phonetics, phonological awareness, vocabulary, reading comprehension, all those big words that sound scary, but aren't. It's the things we need to be able to read. Then the practices are how we create those principles. So it's things like reading, singing, writing, talking, playing that you're doing and how you do it purposefully to build up those principles.
Absolutely. I just think that's neat. Now, all right, let me circle back on something here. If you have an event where you're going to help parents and you're going to teach them some things they need to know about this, give me an example of a resource they might take away with them, either physically or intangibly or whatever, they might take away with them that they can use. Or maybe it's a physical resource, I don't know.
Well, we do have some physical resources. Obviously, we have a lot of books. But we do have online resources, and we're inviting community partners in to talk about their organizations and what their organizations can do for parents. So we have Smart Start, Head Start, we have Imprints Cares. These are all organizations that are created to support early learning and all of the different aspects of early learning. So people who come to the workshop are going to learn all about these community resources. They're going to learn what our online resources are. For example, we have Tumble Books Library that if you have a library card, you can go onto our website and they can have read-along books. So
can I get a library card online?
No.
You have to do that in person.
You have to do that in person,
That's
unfortunately.
Okay.
But you know what? I like to think that our faces are gorgeous, and you'll want to come see us.
Absolutely.
But
I used to have a library card at the Central Library, so I was a supporter of that. Now, is there a fee for attending the workshop?
There is not. It's completely free. And childcare is available for the first 40 kids that are between the ages of 3 and 6.
Okay.
So we have a couple of librarians who are going to set up a pre-K exploration play. So it's also going to be purposeful for those kids who are going to be learning while the parents are learning. But we are, again, limited on how many we can accommodate during that time. If they want to bring younger kids, that's totally fine, but we ask that a caregiver come with them to watch them.
Right, absolutely. All right, I'll put you on the spot again. We've done this before. Give me one of your favorite children's books when you were a little girl.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, the first book that I ever read on my own, which is still one of my favorites, is Lassie.
Lassie, the
Come Home.
Lassie. Isn't that
Yes,
neat?
that was my first book that I ever read on my own, and I loved it.
That's great. You're so sweet. Thanks for all this stuff you're doing and getting the kids ready. It's so important. Literacy's so important.
Oh, yes. Well, and this actually came about because we had a lot of parents who were coming in telling us that their kids weren't ready for school.
Yeah,
And this is a way that we can help parents prepare their kids.
absolutely. Kirsten Reel, thanks.
All right. Thank you.